You wake up in a small flat in East London. The time is 6:15 in the morning. Rain is tapping against the window. But your mind is already somewhere else. Today is not just another day. Today you begin your journey into impact investing, where every pound you put to work has two jobs. It must generate strong financial returns, and it must create measurable positive change in the world. This is the complete POV of your career, from your very first role as an ESG Analyst, all the way to becoming a partner, running a multi-billion-dollar impact platform. Welcome to the world of profit with purpose. You are 25 years old. You just graduated with a master's in sustainable finance. Your first job is at a respected impact fund. The fund manages $2.5 billion. Your starting salary is £95,000, plus a 15% annual bonus. You share a small desk with two other analysts. Your computer screen shows 3 different dashboards. One for financial models, one for ESG data, and one for social return on investment calculations. Your first project arrives on day 3. You are asked to analyze a clean cooking company in Kenya. The company wants to replace charcoal stoves with cleaner alternatives. You spend the next 4 weeks building a model. You calculate the financial inertia. It gains in a 14.7%. Then you calculate the social return. Each stove avoids 2.3 tons of CO2 per year. It also saves families £240 annually in fuel costs. You present your findings to the investment committee. Your hands shake slightly as you click through the slides. But the partners nod along. They like the combination of returns and impact. 3 months later you are on a plane to Nairobi. It is your first due diligence trip. You visit 20 households. You see women cooking with the new stoves. The children no longer cough from smoke. You return to London with new conviction. This is not just a job. This is the beginning of something meaningful. At the end of your first year you receive strong feedback. Your SROI models are now used as the template for the entire team. Your bonus is larger than expected. You feel pride. But you also feel the weight. Every number you report affects real people. You start staying later at the office. You want every model to be perfect. By year 2 you are leading your own small projects. You source 3 new deals from emerging markets. One of them closes. It is a solar irrigation company in India. You are invited to the closing dinner. The founder thanks you personally. He says your analysis helped secure the funding. That night you walk home smiling. You are no longer just an analyst. You are becoming an impact investor. It is now year 4. You have been promoted to impact associate. Your salary has jumped to £165,000. You now receive carried interest for the first time. Your role has changed dramatically. You are no longer just analyzing deals. You are originating them. You spend 3 months of the year traveling. 1 week you are in Bogota, Italy. The next you are in Lagos. Then you are back in London presenting to the committee. Your signature deal at this level is a blended finance transaction. You structure a $120 million investment. It combines equity from your fund, debt from a development bank, and a small grant from a foundation. The company is building affordable housing in Perry. Your model shows a financial return of 13.9%. But the social return is even more powerful. Over 8,000 families will receive safe, stable homes. You learn to negotiate hard. The company wants easier terms. You push back because the impact metrics must stay strong. In the end you reach a compromise that works for everyone. Your team grows. You now manage 2 junior analysts. You teach them how to build SROI models. You show them how to pressure test impact claims. One of your analysts makes a mistake on a model. You stay late helping him fix it. You tell him that accuracy is everything in this job. Because real communities depend on the numbers. At the 5-year Mark, you close your largest deal yet. It is a $200 million investment into a company that recycles plastic waste in Southeast Asia. The projected ROI is 4.1 times the invested capital. When the deal closes, you feel something new. You feel the power of capital deployed with intention. You are invited to speak at a conference in Singapore. You stand on stage in front of 300 people. You talk about the future of blended finance. Afterwards, 3 different investors approach you. They want to co-invest on your next deal. You realize you are no longer just executing. You are starting to shape the direction of the fund. You are now 33 years old. You have been promoted to vice president. Your compensation is £280,000 base, plus meaningful carried interest. You now lead a team of 5 people. You are responsible for sourcing and executing deals up to $300 million. Your first major deal at VPs is complex. You are asked to evaluate a battery recycling company in Europe. The technology is promising, but the company is burning cash. You spend 6 weeks building the investment thesis. You model 3 different scenarios: base case, downside case, and impact-optimized case. You discover that the technology could avoid 1.8 million tons of Ecuador every year. You also calculate that it would reduce demand for virgin lithium by 38%. You present to the investment committee. The discussion lasts 2 hours. Some partners worry about execution risk. Others see the massive impact potential. In the end, the committee approves a $250 million investment. You lead the negotiations. You fly to Berlin 4 times in 2 months. During one late-night session, the founder says something that stays with you. He tells you that without impact investors like your fund, his company would never have raised the capital. The deal closes. You feel the weight and the pride at the same time. Your team now travels with you. You teach them how to build relationships with founders, how to balance financial discipline with impact ambition. One of your analysts asks you a difficult question. She wants to know how you sleep at night, knowing that one bad deal could hurt both investors and communities. You tell her the truth. You do not sleep perfectly, but you sleep better knowing you are trying to get it right. At the 8-year mark, you are given a new responsibility. You are asked to create the fund's first impact governance framework. These are contractual clauses that tie management bond uses to hitting ROI targets. You work with lawyers for 3 months. You design 5 different governance structures. The framework is later adopted across the entire fund. Your reputation inside the fund grows. Partners start coming to you for advice on difficult deals. You are becoming the person who can translate purpose into profit. You are now 38 years old. You have been promoted to director. You are given responsibility for the entire $1.8 billion green fund sleeve. Your base salary reaches £450,000. Your carried interest potential becomes very significant. Your mornings now start with portfolio reviews. You look at 23 active investments. You track both financial performance and real-world impact. One of your companies is struggling. A regenerative agriculture startup in Brazil. They are behind on revenue targets, but their impact metrics are strong. You fly to Ezequiel Polo. You spend 3 days with the team. You help them restructure their go-to-market strategy. You also renegotiate the impact governance so they stay realistic. 3 months later, the company stabilizes. Revenue improves, and they hit 94% of their ROI targets. You feel immense satisfaction, not just because the investment is saved, but because thousands of smallholder farmers continue to benefit. Your days are filled with high-level meetings. You negotiate with sovereign wealth funds. You speak with development finance institutions. You present to the largest pension funds in Europe. One of your proudest moments comes in year 11. You structure a $400 million blended finance vehicle. It brings together your fund, the World Bank, and 3 European development banks. The vehicle will restore 50 million hectares of degraded land across Africa. The financial return target is 14.2%. The social return target is 3.9 times capital deployed. When the deal is announced in the press, you receive messages from colleges around the world. They congratulate you on the scale of the transaction. But the message that matters most comes from a farmer in Kenya. Through an Enego partner, he sends a short video. He shows you the new irrigation system on his land. His family now grows enough food to sell surplus at market. You watch the video twice. Then you save it on your phone. At this level, you also become a mentor. You run monthly training sessions for the analyst class. You teach them that impact investing is not charity. It is disciplined capital allocation with an additional return metric. You also begin to think about the next generation of the fund. You start developing new strategies. One focuses on biodiversity credits. Another are ocean plastics. You realize you are no longer just executing the strategy. You are helping to define what comes next. You are now 44 years old. You have been made partner. You are head of the entire impact investing platform. The platform now manages $9.5 billion. Your compensation exceeds £650,000 base. But the real wealth comes from carried interest. On a successful fund cycle, you could personally realize $8 to £12 million. Your days look completely different now. You spend most of your time in strategy and relationship meetings. You meet with the heads of the world's largest pension funds. You advise governments on climate finance policy. One of your first major decisions as partner is bold. You recommend that the fund allocate $1 billion to a new biodiversity strategy. This is simple but powerful. Protecting nature can generate both financial returns and massive ecosystem benefits. The investment commit debates the idea for 2 full days. Some partners worry about measurement challenges. Others see the opportunity to lead the market. In the end, the allocation is approved. You personally led the first 3 investments. One of them is a landmark deal in the Amazon. You negotiate directly with the Brazilian government. You structure a $300 million facility. It combines private capital with public grants. The project will protect 12 million hectares of rainforest. It will also generate revenue through sustainable forestry and carbon credits. When the deal closes, you feel something profound. You have moved from analyzing deals to structuring billion-dollar transactions, to shaping international policy. Your influence now extends far beyond the fund. You are invited to speak at the United Nations Climate Conference. You advise on the design of new blended finance vehicles. You sit on the board of a major impact accelerator. But you never lose touch with the ground level. Every quarter you review the full SOI dashboard. You personally check the numbers on the largest deals. You still remember the first model you built. The one about clean cooking stoves in Kenya. You smile when you realize how far you have come. At this level, the pressure is different. It is no longer about proving yourself. It is about protecting the culture and mission of the firm. You work hard to ensure the next generation of investors maintains the same standards. You begin to think about your legacy. Not just the financial returns you helped generate, but the real world change those returns helped create. You look out the window of your office in central London. The Katy stretches out below you. You think about all the places your capital has touched. Kenya, India, Brazil, Perth, Southeast Asia. And you realize something important. You did not just build a career. You helped build a movement. That is the complete journey. From your first ESG analysis desk to leading a $9.5 billion impact platform. Impact investing is one of the most intellectually demanding, and emotionally rewarding careers in finance. It requires you to be excellent at traditional investing, while also caring deeply about measurable outcomes. If this story inspired you, if you want to see more deeper career journeys, then please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Comment below and tell me which level surprised you the most, or which of the finance net you would like to see next. The world needs more capital deployed with intention. Maybe the next chapter of this story starts with you. Thank you for watching.